What's up out there? Welcome to the first episode of Hardcore Combat Only Speedrun. I have been wanting to do hardcore combat only for a while, or HCCO as it's abbreviated. I've kind of been putting it off because I've been waiting on getting, I was wanting to do my regular hardcore, and I don't know, things have been busy in real life and everything, so I really haven't had a chance. And then Sandstrom, thank you for pointing that out. I did not know they added this game mode. Apparently there was a live stream, which I did see that they posted something after it and said you could go watch it, but I hadn't watched it yet. I guess they're talking about all the big expansion stuff, which is cool. I saw some of it through Steam. And then Sandstrom told me that this hardcore combat only mode was out. And I said, really? And I took a look at it and I said, this is fantastic. So I am really stoked about it. And the cool thing is this is going to make it go really quick so we could die very quickly. I don't know how I want to film this yet. Like full on video production or whatever, or just do like little shorts or something. The one thing that I know that's going to happen with this is it's going to be a very, very, very long, slow grind that you have to basically sit at and do manually. And I don't want like 10-hour videos of just me sitting there idling doing nothing. So I might do little, I thought about doing little shorts, the YouTube 60-second shorts. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. Just pop in, hey, here's a go. And the other thing is, time-wise, I also have, I have my standard character, my adventure character, they're idling by on agility, and I check those every once in a while. Then I have my hardcore character. I'm working on finishing all of the masteries for. I now have the limited event internal suffering speed mode. Now I'm adding this hardcore combat only speed run. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit too much, I think. But basically the rules are pretty much the same as the other speed mode, except there's permadeath. And there's no non-combat skills. This is going to be an interesting mode. So no skill requirement to start the final boss. So we could just go in there and die immediately. All right. So we're going to go start this one off, and we're going to call it, you know what? I didn't really care for the movie all that much, but we're going to call it Hardcore Henry. Let's do it. Let's do this. Now, I did try this out the other night and set it up just real quickly just to check it out and see how it goes. You don't start with anything. Like, you have nothing. There is absolutely nothing here. All your skills are completely locked out. You can do nothing. That's it. That's your, we get rid of this thing here. That's it. That's all you get. So basically you go into a combat area. I wonder, oh, we have to, okay, there's no level requirement, but we have to defeat stuff to get in there. Okay. Yeah, so you have to have all these. Okay, there's a lot of requirements there. We could get in and fight mummies and get killed real fast, but the first thing we're going to do is fight some plants. Yay. I think I want to use the blocking style and level this up. So as I was looking at this yesterday, you're going to take some damage and you're going to collect some potatoes and you're going to eat the potatoes and blah, blah, blah. There is no auto eat. So if you don't save up the money, and auto eat is $1 million. So we're going to have to save up $1 million, $1 million gold to get that. We're going to loot all that real quick. Let's see. How are we doing? We're about ready to level up. So when I started this yesterday, I basically started with stab. That's what you click on the very first thing. And I started attacking this thing, and it was going fairly well. I think I got, I don't know, 3-4 levels into stab and slash and block. I played a little bit of it, just to 10-15 minutes, and it went fairly quick. There is no, keep in mind, there is no auto eat. So this is your health, and you will die if this hits 0, and then you're out. So we basically have to run every once in a while. The cool thing is it loots everything for you. So we can come out here, we can equip the food, and then we can auto eat or manually eat all the way up and rinse and repeat. So I think what I want to do is let this run until this thing can't hurt me. Or it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. You know what I mean? Like it does 11, it has 11% chance to hit 11 damage, 1 to 11, between 1 and 11. So I think my strategy, and I know hardcore combat only exists and it sounds cool. I've never done it. I've never actually watched other people play this. So I don't know what the normal thing that people do is, but my opening strategy is going to build defense first. And the reason for that is that chance to hit's already gone down to 10%. If I can get that chance to hit down to basically nothing, then I can sit and let this thing I can beat on this plant for a while. I can turn auto combat on, or offline combat. I can turn offline combat on. Let's go ahead and run from this thing real quick. Use up some potatoes. You also can't change your gear, which means equipping potatoes is out. I don't think you can equip potatoes. But let's see here. Go ahead and fight that. But my general idea is to go ahead and let this thing build up to where this thing can't hurt me. And then get it to the point where the Golban doesn't hurt very much. The Golban's got an axe and a shield. I want to get that. And Shrimp heals far better too. And we can start gathering runes and stuff off of him. Now, somebody, I don't know, months ago brought up the fact of there is a style of hardcore combat only where you only keep the original 12 bank slots that you start with. I am not going to do that on this run. If I was going to do a full production hardcore combat only, not the speedrun stuff, but like the full just regular game mode, if I was going to do that, I would go ahead and do the 12 slot bank, thing. Here I'm not. There's already enough handicaps on this thing. I don't really want more. If I can buy bank slots up to a point, I will do that, which there's only so many. If it's got the hardcore rules on it, like you can only buy 100 or something like that. Yeah, we're down to 9%. Let's see, we can heal up in between, but see, every time you're healing and you're only healing for 3, it's stopping your attack. All right, you know what? Let's see. Can we equip this? Oh, we can. All right, cool. So we can equip food, we just can't equip gear and stuff until we buy the dungeon equipment, wherever it's at. Somewhere in here is dungeon equipment swapping. I don't remember where it's at. Yeah, right here. Oh, but we're not in a dungeon either. Okay, never mind. I don't have to worry about it. So we're not in a dungeon. Pays to think ahead, I guess. So, like I said, my idea is to basically build my defense up. I'm going to hand walk this thing until I get this down low enough to where I can just let it run. And if I can let this run in the background, I don't care how long I beat up on plants till I hit level 30, 40, 50, whatever. I'm going to just let this thing run. Because if I can sit here and not need health, it's going to be a slow grind. I mean, it'll be a little quicker, but if I don't have to have the auto eat and this thing has a 0% chance to hit me, and I can survive, because there is no health regen either. So I'm thinking if I can get it to where this thing will run offline without me babysitting it all the time, then I can just let it run and do strength and attack and stuff like that. Will that work? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to find out, that's for sure. All right, we're going to run from this. We're going to go heal up very slowly. And go right back into fighting plants. Not the most glamorous thing in the world, but really at this point, there's not much else to that Golban. Like I could get that axe or something and get that shield or whatever. If I can get a little bit of gear, I think my normal path would be through this bronze gear here. And then over in the graveyard, I think it's the zombie hands give you the plate and stuff like that. And that's another thing. If you're working on... better pay attention so I don't die in here. Not good to die in the first episode. But if you start working on, or the other theory is if you start working on defense first, you're going to be able to equip all the gear and keep your defense. And the defensive gear keeps you from dying, which is always a good thing. So the attack will go up eventually. And I know this is not necessarily exactly what you would do in, say, a standard game mode or a regular hardcore or something like that. But I think that's how I'm going to tackle this. So like I said at the beginning, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do the format for this because there's going to be a lot of this that's just not really doing a whole lot. So it might just be little quick check-ins and, hey, we're I don't know, I finally stopped attacking the plant after 20 hours or something like that. I don't know. It might be something like that. And I've kind of been wanting to play around with the YouTube shorts anyway, a little bit here and there. I just really haven't had a good application for them. So I'm not sure. But for the first, I don't know, probably day or two, this is all it's going to be. And until I can actually idle this thing offline with either auto eat or something that doesn't hurt me at all, like I can't take any damage. Because if this thing can hit me and drop me down all those hit points overnight, then I can't let it run overnight. You know what I mean? And there's no non-combat skills to do anything. So you're kind of just screwed. Magic is locked. Why is magic locked? Ooh. So they even lock alt magic out. All right. Okay. Wow. Ooh. That's going to be interesting. That is really going to be interesting. Because I saw this lit up white and I thought, oh, that's cool. You can probably go in here and do some alt magic at some point. But well, they're turning that off too. All right. Let's see. Go and equip more potatoes. I wonder if we can fight this thing yet. Get ready on this heal. He hits pretty good. And that's the rub. We got to burn a lot of this off just to try to kill him once. We get a shrimp and a bone. Oh, on the plus side, once we start getting these bones, we can do prayer. Just want to say Slayer for some reason. We gotta heal up. See, he keeps just hitting me. Come on. There we go. All right, we're gonna take all that. And let's see here. We'll do this one for runes. I'll bury those. Can we eat this? No, because it's raw. So we'll do all. And we'll do a sell all. Get rid of all that stuff. There's not really going to be a whole lot we can do. What I'm hopeful to get is that the axe or the shield, because that will make this process go a little better. I'll have a little more defense or a little more attack power because I'm just basically punching this thing the whole time. So, welcome to Hardcore Combat Only. I wasn't really sure how to do this. Not just the video, but like even on a regular standard account, if I was going to do Hardcore Combat Only. I like the fact that they've added this in as a game mode where it actually locks everything out and gives you an option to fight the end boss. Because if you do regular Hardcore Combat Only, you just basically are on the honor system that you can't go use this stuff. And you can't really fight the end boss because you can't even get access to some of these areas unless you have 99 in all your skills. So it kind of defeats the purpose. You know what I mean? Unfortunately. Let's see. Can we go and equip some food here? Maybe go heal. We're down to 7%. This thing has a 7% chance to hit. So again, if I can get this thing down to 0, it'd be great. I don't know that the maximum hit ever goes lower. That might be with gear. So getting gear off of the Golban would be the way to lower that damage to nothing. Like the armor plate, the shield, stuff like that. How about we switch to... I guess we could switch and get some better accuracy. That way we don't miss. Get a couple levels. Maybe I'll do 5 levels in each and then go back to defense again. So, you're kind of looking at it. You are looking at the whole process. In fact, I anticipate only being able to... This was another thing that I was trying to figure out how I would get this to work on. Well, here's going to be a lot more different because everything's compressed. So a couple hours or an hour or so here and there manually would go a long way. But like on regular speed, the regular speed game mode, standard, hard, if I played this as hardcore and hardcore combat only, I would have to dedicate, an hour a day or something like that to play this, and my progress would be very excruciatingly slow, and I wasn't really sure how to get that. I've been wanting to do this game mode. I just haven't had the time to do the game mode. So with this being such a compressed mode, and you can get, it's going faster, everything's moving quicker, it's just running faster. I think I'll be able to, I don't know if I'll get this done or not, but I think I'll get a chance to play hardcore combat only, in an actual game mode, not just on the honor system. You know what I mean? So I can actually sit down and enjoy this and get a very compressed version of it and get a feel for it. And then if I ever do an actual series on the actual hardcore combat only, I'll have a better idea what to do now and how to do it, how to program it and all that, how to record it. The other thing too, I'm hoping they add this as a game mode, have standard hardcore combat only, adventures, things like that, with some path to beat the game, because I like the idea that these are locked out, and it's not on the honor system. I just can't use them. You know what I mean? I like that idea. I think that's pretty cool. So we're switching over to Slash, and yeah, I guess I'm going to cut it off here. I'll fight the plants for a while, and then if anything changes, I'll come up with a different video or maybe a post or a short or something. But this is my plan, is to just work on getting things very slowly leveled up, work on attack, strength, and defense. Eventually I want to kill enough of those Golbins to get the axe and the shield, and then go over and start killing these zombie hands and get the armor off of it. And if everything goes well, let's see here. If it all goes well, I'll be able to idle something in here, like this plant or something, for a while, a period of time, to where I don't have to heal, because I need to build up 1,000,000 gold, or however much that is. I think it's 1,000,000 for this auto eat. That's quite a bit of money, considering I don't even have 1,000 yet. So that's going to be my initial goals, is to just survive the first day and kill enough plants and do enough here that I can progress forward and get some gear, and then we can start looking at other things. Eventually we'll be able to start moving into this, like the Penumbra Slayer area and stuff like that. Maybe do the chicken coop or something if we can start idling some of this stuff. The Undead Graveyard would be a good one, because it's got some adamant gear. But that's Mithril and Adamant's a long way away. Oh, a lot of stuff to do between now and then. So this is going to be a long, grindy one. If you're into this kind of thing, welcome aboard, because we're going to take a ride and see where we get. Anyway, that will do it for the first episode of Hardcore Combat Only. We will be back maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, maybe this weekend. I'm not sure. Take care.